The 10 largest snakes in the world. The first place even eats a crocodile. Many people's tongues changed because, in our impression, snakes are extremely dangerous creatures. Even in movies and TV dramas, they also appear as fierce characters. In fact, most snakes are non-venomous. Venomous snakes are only a small part of the population. There are still many people who will take snakes. Keep it as your own pet. But whether it's poisonous or not, huge snake, it often brings people more great pressure and panic. The most transparent in the world today. Let's take a look at the 10 largest snakes in the world. It's more exaggerated than you think. 10th place, rhombus-backed flamingtail snake. Rhombus-backed flamingtail, named for the obvious rhombus-shaped spots on the back. It's also the largest rattlesnake in the world, mainly found in the southern United States and Mexico. I don't know why. They seem to get run over by cars on the road a lot, or caught in a rattlesnake hunt. Not very smart anyway. The current number is showing a rapid downward trend. Generally speaking, they can be over 2 meters long, although they often live on land, but sometimes they can also swim, traveling to various islands in the open sea. Don't underestimate them. They are the furthest. Can you swim to an island 20,000 yards offshore? Like many rattlesnakes, they will approach their enemies or unknown transaction. Warning with tail vibrations. If you are in a hurry, you may also take the initiative to attack. We all know that rattlesnake venom is highly toxic, can endanger life, so be careful when you meet them in the wild. The 9th place is magnificent. Magnificent, one of the largest snakes in the world, generally speaking. His average body length is about 1.8-3 meters, weight about 10 to 15 kilograms. It's not toxic, mainly distributed in Central America, some islands near South America and the Caribbean Sea, with reptiles, feeding on mammals and birds. Hongweiron's lifespan can generally reach 20 to 30 years. It's very colorful. It belongs to the rather high-profile snake class. At the same time, the choice for large snake lovers. Hongweiron's reproductive ability is very strong. Usually there is a drought every year. The mating season takes place between April and August. Oviparous snakes that are polygamous. Their pregnancy period is about 1001 to 0 days. Each time can give birth to 10-65 rate houses. The number of births is generally higher. 8th place, Florida Burmese python. Burmese pythons are native to Southeast Asia. It hunts as widely as other pythons. In mammals, birds and reptiles dominate. And in the United States, the Everglades of southern Florida, Burmese python is the most intractable invasive alien species. The first one was found to be more than 5 meters long, 65 kilograms python. Due to this area, it's a very inaccessible swamp mine habitat. At the same time, he was in the local ecosystem. So the Burmese python is in a subtropical environment in southern Florida, grow rapidly, breeding time, excessive reproduction seriously affected the survival of native species in Florida. The current state government of Florida, we are actively applying various prevention methods. Stop this biological invasion. Let's hope this works soon. 7th place, Kansas City networks. Snakes are native to South and Southeast Asia. Named after the grid-like pattern of its skin, it was later introduced to Kansas, Missouri, USA. Sass City. The name Medusa is familiar to everyone. However, what we talked about today is not the Shiva in ancient Greek mythology. It's run by a local production company. An internet celebrity reticulated python. The daily diet of internet celebrities is very delicate. For example, there are rabbits. Pigs and deer also have pretty good Medusa appetites. For example, you can eat a whole one at a time. 18 kilograms of deer. Slowly, the weight reached only 158.8 kilograms. The length has reached an astonishing 7.67 meters. Because it was raised in captivity, he has a mild temper. When entering performance mode, you can see the whole picture clearly. When he is happy, he acts like a cat, grunt. And when you're angry, you make a little noise. Such a docile python. I don't know if you dare to let him stay with you for a while. 6th place, betel nut and net python. This friend's discovery benefit from local construction workers, people and housing personnel. In Malaysia, a construction project in Penang, people accidentally dug up a strip deep in the construction site. This is a web page. It's almost 8 meters long. It weighs nearly 250 kilograms. Due to his original lifestyle, the border has been destroyed. So after his ultimate discovery, local environmental organizations, to ensure his health, the volunteers feed him some meat and mice every day and provide him with clean and sufficient water. What I never expected was, the python then lays a very large egg, and he died a short time later. The relevant departments have obtained evidence from the surveillance video. Turns out it wasn't a natural death. It is suspected that there are workers nearby who are raping the python. 5th place, purple gold python. The purple golden python is the largest snake in Australia to kill large mammals like kangaroos, and famous all over the world. Their average length is between 3.5 - 5 meters. Just the longest can grow up to 8.5 meters. He likes to perch in the rainforest bushes, in the shade of some exposed rocks. Like many other pythons, he uses entanglement and compression as he hunts. Let the prey under the body suffocate to death. For now, they are mainly found in North Queensland. Although the purple golden python is non-venomous, but the huge size, it poses a certain danger to children, and they are masters of disguise, the ability to integrate into the surrounding environment without being easily discovered. It's rather puzzling. A few rainforest rangers were curious before, why does a thick branch move? And then I realized it. It turned out to be a very huge python. 4th place, broken lala wrist anaconda. If you read this paragraph carefully, maybe you will, rethinking the relationship between pythons and humans. This is a guy from Liao, Indonesia. The story of Akbar, the young man who broke the wristline. After finishing the farm work that evening, he didn't come home. Neighbors reported. Some struggling and shouting were heard nearby. The local government immediately organized personnel to look around. And finally, away, Field Place, a 9-meter-long python was found. After cutting open the round-bellied python, they found the boy's body. In the local area, this python swallows people. It's not the first time it's happened. Due to the continuous development and expansion of human settlements, the local forest trees were cut down in large quantities. It was originally a habitat for pythons and other living creatures, so annihilated in the rumbling of giant trees. This led to humans and pythons, more and more inevitable intersections, and that leads to more and more such tragedies. 3rd place, African rock python. This is a species native to southern Africa, Sahara region, a savanna-dwelling python. They grow quite differently in different regions. The patches on the body are brown, olive, green, and yellow. According to the current records, the longest body length of African rock can reach 9.7 meters. And he has this fierce personality, also very gluttonous, very wild, full of attack power. All kinds of ivory, monkey, antelope, and giant rare are his prey. Sometimes, he even preys on fearsome crocodiles. You may not believe it. African wild python. Now, it's a very common breed of pet. Pythons have become standard for many python lovers. Isn't that crazy? I don't know what you think of this pet. 2nd place, yellow water horse. And here's what happens next. Widely distributed in the Amazon River, yellow anaconda of the valley. This massive snake, the average body length in adulthood can reach for meters. Since their body color is mainly yellow, light, gold, or cyan tone, so it's called the yellow water horse. They also often have pythons on them, a frequent series of black circles and spots. So far, the largest yellow anaconda. It was found in the Altamira caves. The workers were doing construction work at that time. After a blast, spotted the figure of this super python. According to data feedback, this python is almost 10 meters long, weighs up to 400 kilograms. A large crane was dispatched behind to successfully transfer him, leave his long hidden place. To be honest, it's hard for me to imagine him. It really appeared in front of my eyes. How would I look? The first Congolese horse. In the late 1950s, Belgian pilot Remy complete the task. On the return voyage, in the forests of the Katanga region, empty, found one, a 15-meter-long python. The crew circled the giant snake in shock to get a closer look. Chatted because the serpent raised its head, appears to be preparing to attack the crew. Not much to stay. Got out of there soon. The sighting is said to have left no trace, definitive evidence. However, There are also claims the photographer on board managed to take the picture, but for now, the authenticity of the photos circulating is rather questionable. It was later pointed out that, if this snake were real, that's probably an unusually large African yam. Others speculate that could be a whole new species of snake, or surviving prehistoric snakes. 0 Titan python. Titan python. It is the largest known snake species in the world, but it became extinct 58 million years ago. In theory, this huge ectothermic animal, the minimum temperature should be 30 degrees Celsius to 34 degrees Celsius to survive. So, he can only live in the new hot world of Guxin City. Because of the environment at that time contains a lot of carbon dioxide, so the temperature is high. Titan pythons can reach an average length of 12 meters, weight over 1,100 kilograms. Just looking at the numbers is scary enough. And what's even scarier is, in the daily food of the Titan python contains a 4-5 meter long stiff-nosed crocodile, giant lungfish over 3 meters, and the unimaginable giant tortoise. At Kamina Air Base in the Congo, gigantic creatures. To this day, and in front of the Titan python, but it's just a simple dinner. Alright, the above is all the content of this video. I don't know about the giant snake friends I shared today. Which one impressed you the most? Please let us know in the comments section below. If you like this video, welcome to like and subscribe. You are also welcome to share with your friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.